he's going to show us what we are learning.
All right. So my name is Brett Williams. I'm going to be doing a speech today on the effects of social media and how it affects our everyday lives. So social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have an increasing user base across the world. It is estimated that these social media platforms had respectively more than 1.86 billion users in December of 2016. With the social networks gaining millions of users by every day, social media is creating a drastic change in the way society functions. Through society's love of social media, the everlasting effects are prevalent in 4 key factors of life. 1 is communication, 2 is learning, 3 is memory, and 4 is health. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how social media affects communication. The first topic is it eliminates filters on the way we speak to people. When posting online, it eliminates the guilt of saying outrageous things or outlandish statements, and it creates a huge change in the way we communicate with each other. And point 2 is allowing people to communicate with thousands of people at the click of the button. We've never in life had a way of communicating with so many people at a click of a button, so it revolutionizes the way we communicate. The second point I want to go over is how social media affects learning. First thing it does, it creates a tool for learning by connecting classmates with teachers and other students. Social media can also be used as a place to share thoughts and ideas that are only accessible through social media. It also allows individuals to connect with classes that are unique and not accessible publicly. A good example is when someone wants to go to school for music, you can find music classes online, not necessarily like publicly, which is a great way that social media benefits people. Social media also affects the memory. It creates a mental block within some of our memories. They actually did a study. It was a new paper published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology. And researchers showed that those who documented and shared their experiences on social media formed less precise memories of those events. Another thing that it does with memory is called the Google effect. Pretty much it's just people are less likely to store information because information is so accessible through the use of the internet. And then finally, it affects our health. One thing that it does is it creates an addiction. There's recent statistics that show 63% of Americans log on to the site daily, Facebook daily, and 40% of those users log on multiple times a day. Social media use for the networking relationships with anxiety and depression was mediated by both offline and social capital and internet addiction. And it also says that anxiety and depression were lower when meditated by offline social capital and higher when meditated by internet addiction. It also promotes health awareness through social media by connecting people with doctors and different healthcare options and stuff like that, which is a real benefit. So in conclusion, social media plays a major factor in our everyday lives. Social media alters the way we communicate, makes learning more accessible, creates change in memory, and plays a major impact in our health. Just the 2 summary points that I want to go over is there are many benefits to social media, including the way it affects our positive change in learning, memory, communication, and health. And then there's also many risks that are compared to the benefits of social media, and it's up to us to try to stop those negative effects. And my final statement, through social media, we are ultimately changing our own evolution process, and it is up to us in order to use this adaptation to our advantage and to change the world for the better. Thank you so much.